Hello everyone, it's Lindsay, and today I'm going to be doing a pocket page using some products from my February kit from the Wild Hare Kits. I'm a little bit late wrapping things up. I'm way behind on project life. I'll be doing week 5 today, and I'm behind on my February projects, so I am still using the last little bits of my February kit. I did get a petite kit, and I'll link that unboxing down below so you can see what all came in the kit and what I've pulled from my own stash to go along with the kit. So this week 5, I'm documenting my stepsister's bridal shower. So I have a few photos here. I didn't have a whole lot of things the rest of the week, so I'm just going to do a 1-page and then just document this event and call it good. So let me go ahead and put you on fast forward and we will pull this page together.
Okay, so I'm going to start by just kind of laying out where I think the photos are going to go in this layout here. And then these grid pattern papers, those are actually from my stash that I cut down to 3x4 size. And then these 6x6 papers are from the Heidi Swapp Emerson Lane collection, and they came in my kit this month. And those I'm going to cut down to 4x6. To use as my title card and a filler card. So I really love how there were these like deep blues in the Heidi Swapp collection and that kind of limey yellow color that went with the colors in the Indigo Hills 2 collection that I had in my stash. So that all kind of worked together. For my photos, I printed them all in black and white because there was just a lot of color going on, and the colors of her bridal shower didn't really match the colors of the product I was going to use, which I know sounds silly, but it was just easier to turn it all black and white, and it all just kind of looked like it meant to go together, and it kind of worked out that way. So here I'm going to just stage everything, start laying things out. I'd already pulled out some of these die cuts from my stash that I knew that I wanted to use, and these are all from the Indigo Hills 2 collection. So I had specifically requested that my February kit from the Wild Hare Kits would coordinate with Indigo Hills and that it would be a petite kit. That way I could just have a few items to add in with the product that I had already purchased, and this worked out perfectly. So there was this stamp set from Heidi Swapp that came in my kit, and I've been really wanting to use that. So I thought about using it on this photo of my sister and then I thought about maybe adding like a frame or something to it instead, but I really wanted to use that stamp set. So I do end up using the stamp set instead of one of these like chipboard or die cut frames. Now here's where I made a big mistake. There's this stamp that says making memories together, I think is what it says, and I'm going to stamp directly onto the photo with some Delicata ink. Now I sat there for a second and contemplated pulling out my stamp positioning tool and was like, no, this will be easy, I'll just go in by hand and stamp it and it'll be fine. Well, it wasn't fine, and I tried to double stamp and it wasn't quite 100% perfect, but it wasn't bad enough that I felt like I needed to reprint the photo, so we just live with it. But learn from my mistake. If you have a stamp positioning tool, always use it when stamping on photos, because you never know. But this Delicata ink, I'll link it down below. It is so pretty. It has this like pearlescent sheen to it, and it's even more noticeable when it dries actually. So, and it is a pigment ink, but I'm stamping on photo paper, and so that dries not a problem on the photo paper. So this filler card here, I didn't have any other photos. These were the only 4 photos I had. So for this other 4x6 slot, I decided just to create a filler card and use up some of these die cut pieces. So that backer, again, is that 6x6 pattern paper from the kit, and then all of these die cuts are from my stash, and then these phrase stickers, and I'm just kind of clustering everything together to just create kind of a fun little space in the corner down here. Now I am using a glue stick today, that way I have some wiggle room when I stick things down. I can kind of shift them and move them while the glue is still wet, and I just find it a little bit easier for a project like this, and it's more cost effective. I've been going through dry adhesive like crazy, so I'm trying to use these glue sticks instead. Now I had these cardstock stickers in my stash. These I actually got from a kit from the Wild Hare Kits months ago. These are the Heidi Swap Emerson Lane cardstock stickers, which is the same line as the papers that I got in this month's kit. And once again, all the colors coordinate with Indigo Hills. So I pulled those out. I'm trying to use up the last of those stickers. I'm slowly working through them. And I just layered one of the phrases on the label on that photo of my sisters and my stepmom. There wasn't a whole lot of blank space on that photo, so I wanted to keep it kind of minimal as far as embellishments go. So then I just added a couple more embellishments to that photo of my stepsister. The picture of her, she was like standing in front of her like dessert table, and it just seemed a little bit like awkward and stiff. So I decided to just cover up a lot of the background with that frame and that little phrase sticker. I mean, it was kind of nice to document how pretty the setup was, but it just made it kind of look awkward. So I like how this came out better. For the journaling cards, like I said, this was a grid paper that I had in my stash that I just cut down to 3x4 size, and I'm just going to make my own little custom journaling card. So I pulled out another one of those stamps from that Heidi Swap stamp set that says favorite moment, and then I'm going to dress the card up with some of these washi tapes that came in my kit this month. So there's this yellow washi that's a little bit thinner, and then there is like a black and white floral washi that's thicker, and it was perfect for this. And then I just added one of those puffy hearts that's from a Chamel collection that also came in my Petite Kit this month. And it just kind of added some color to the top of that journaling card, but left myself plenty of room to journal, and I didn't have to like dig through my stash to find a journaling card or find a printable or something like that. I just made it quick and easy. So at this point, I'm sticking some of the dimensional items on the outside of the pockets. I don't know if you saw that. So on the top right-hand corner, I stuck that photo down into the pocket, and then there's a chipboard floral cluster that I put on the outside of the pocket. I did that with some of the dimensional pieces on this layout, and then off camera ended up fixing it and putting them in the pocket solely for the purpose of photographing this layout. So it's easier to photograph pocket pages if you pull the pieces out of the pocket page and then lay them on top. And so that wouldn't work if I've attached stuff to the plastic. So for blogging purposes and photo purposes, I stuck everything in the pocket, and that just kind of worked out better. Real quick, I just dressed up that other journaling card with the washi tape. And then now I'm going to work on this title card. So the foundation is one of those 6x6 pattern papers, and then once again I'm going to pull out some of the labels from that older Heidi Swap sticker set that I had, and I'm just going to spell out week 5. I decided not to stamp the dates this time. I may come back and stamp the dates somewhere, but I just figured, well, you know, it's not like, I don't know. I don't know that it's really important to know exactly the day. Not everybody might agree with me, but you can figure out from the other layouts what the dates are. So that'll work. That'll work for me. And those little mini alpha stickers were, again, from the Indigo Hills 2 collection that I had gotten in my stash. So basically what I did is I just got, I requested a Petite Kit that would coordinate with Indigo Hills 2. And so I waited for the Petite Kit to show up and see what was in the kit, and then I got on and ordered the specific pieces of this collection that I wanted. And that way I didn't end up with doubles of anything, but that way I also ended up with products from other lines that would coordinate with it. And so that all kind of worked out well there. I finished off that top title card with a chipboard frame and a phrase sticker. And then now I just added another little puffy heart to kind of balance things out. And that is going to be it for the layout today. So you can see more close-up photos over on the Wild Hare Kits blog. Be sure to head on over and request your own hand-curated kit if you haven't already. It's super fun, super awesome. I love the surprise Happy Mail. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave those down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. And until next time, thank you so much. Bye-bye.